What up guys, Miguel here of Tech, and today let's talk specifically about biometrics and security. If you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, security is one of the basic needs that human beings like us have to attain. And that goes both ways with our devices. It needs to be protected at all times, which is why we have a lot of options to secure our smartphones. From the good old pin and pattern to the technologically advanced in-display fingerprint scanner. However, this begs the question, which one of these biometric security options are the most reliable and secure? Let's quickly talk about them one by one. Of course, starting with PIN. As you know, pins consist of numbers and the length varies depending on what phone you use. You definitely can't mess this up because once you screw up and forget your password, you'll probably be spending hours and hours trying to unlock your device. Because, I don't know, kulang ka ba sa ginkgo biloba? Because that can be really stressful. Next, we have pattern. Pattern unlock is a security method only found in Android phones. You can use it combined with the PIN if you'd like, but it really is a decent security system by itself. There's only a certain number of times that you can try it until it locks you out for a few seconds. However, as always, a certain number of wrong attempts can lead the device to erase user data. One dilemma this method might cause is the chance that maybe your finger or your thumb could possibly leave pattern smudges or a trail on your displays, making this method quite hackable, so keep those displays smudge-free. Now, another OG or goodie method for unlocking your device is, of course, the classic password. This is seen as the most secure by many users as you can use a combination of numbers and letters to unlock your device. However, if you have forgotten your password, it can be just as hard to recover the password just like the PIN. Now we have facial recognition. So before Face ID, there was already Face Unlock found on Android phones. The feature was first seen on Android 4, aka Ice Cream Sandwich, but at the time it wasn't the most secure and accurate. It only used your front camera and 2D facial algorithms. That meant that a simple photo view was enough to unlock the device. But as time went by, Face Unlock improved with the jinxed Samsung Galaxy Note 7 and now uses iris scanning technology. Basically, it scans your iris with a beam of near-infrared light. Infrared light works better as it exposes the pattern of the iris even in dim lighting conditions. Then 3 years ago, Apple introduced Face ID with the iPhone X. It's way more secure in terms of face scanning because instead of 2D scanning, it uses 3D face scanning and a number of sensors like infrared light, flood illuminator, and that nifty dot projector to map out the user's entire face. Lastly, there's the Fingerprint Scanner. First up, we have the capacitive scanner. This type of scanner is usually found in smartphones these days and is much more reliable in terms of security than the newer optical in-display ones. Apple also has this with its Touch ID. The technology behind this is that instead of capturing an image of your fingerprint, capacitive scanners use tiny capacitive circuits to collect data of your fingerprint. So yeah, it would typically be hard to fool this one unless your device had some sort of hardware or software issue. And of course, we have the in-display scanners, which come in two types. Like I mentioned earlier, there's the optical, and the second would be the ultrasonic one. First, we have the optical scanner. So this scanner basically just illuminates and captures a 2D image of your finger. The downside is that it's theoretically easier to fool this type of sensor compared to the ultrasonic scanner, like the one I have here on my Galaxy S10. Ultrasonic scanners, unlike optical ones, don't just get a 2D image of your fingerprint, but gets a 3D impression of it. And, it's basically Face ID, but for fingerprint scanners. Though, after an extended period with the S10 as my daily, I still feel like it isn't as fast as a good conventional capacitive scanner. Then just last month, Qualcomm announced a second generation of 3D Sonic sensors, the 3D Sonic Max, to address issues found on the original one. The company promised that the new version will be more reliable and will be 17 times larger, giving you a bigger footprint, or I guess, fingerprint. Okay, so this brings us again to our first question. Which of these biometric security options is the most reliable and secure? Honestly, I wanna say it's the password. Yes, the iris scanner and facial recognition are all complementary or secondary security methods, and as of right now, while the technology behind them is improving, they aren't good enough to be used as the sole method of protecting your phone. This means that you still have to register for a PIN, pattern, or password as your primary option. But it's a feature which is available on most mid-range models, and its usability is very convenient. Nevertheless, you can count on the more traditional options like PIN, pattern, or password since they don't need a second layer of protection. So, what about you guys? Which of these biometric security options do you think is the most secure and reliable? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, it's 2020, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of future uploads. Be sure to visit youtech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Miguel, and I will see you in the next one.